Hey guys, we have a 2001 Mustang here, and we're going to talk about the window bracket issues that are super common on these cars from 94 to '04. And I'm going to show you right in here what I'm talking about, and I'm going to show you a quick fix. And it may be hard to see and understand, but right here is part of the bracket that the window sits in. This clear part, I'm just going to point to it right here, this clear part is the window. And it's sitting, and you can see it's kind of glued in there. It's messy like that from the factory. It's sitting in a bracket, and the problem is, and it's probably hard to see this from here, but this right here is the scissor arm, and I'll try to point to it here. This right here is the part that scissors up and down. Well, this is the only point right here. It's a rivet where this bracket sits in the scissor arm. So what happens is there's a lot of torque, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a whole lot of torque right here on this bracket as it goes up and down, because there's really nothing to hold it perfectly level. So the trick is, a lot of people try to glue it back in, and I did glue it back in. In fact, this particular car was completely off the track. The window was completely off the track. So I put it back in the track. I did glue it back in. It's somewhat messy because of me. I used some RTV sealant. If you were to just use this RTV sealant, let it cure overnight, I can promise you it'd work for a little bit, but it wouldn't work forever. It would come back loose again. There's too much torque the way this is designed. Now, one option is, and it's kind of hard to show, but there is a rod you can buy, and what it does is it runs underneath the bracket, kind of tightens the bracket up a little bit. But the issue with that is that that doesn't hold the window glue in place. Now the secret is, and I'm going to just angle this here so you can see it, all you have to do is zip tie right here this bracket, which is actually bolted to the window, this upper bracket, I'm going to point to it again, my finger right here, to the actual bracket right here. If you zip tie it and make it tight after you've glued it, everything will cinch down and everything will line up, and you'll be good to go. It's as simple as that. I've seen wire done as well, but zip tie works really well. You know, you could use 2 zip ties if you wanted to. But bottom line is, if the zip tie ever breaks, 5-10 years down the road, you know what? You just put another one on there. It's super easy. This is the bracket that usually breaks. There are other brackets up front. If you look way up under there, there are other brackets, but they're bolted better to the scissor arm, so they don't have the issue. Usually it's this one. However, you could do the same thing on the other side. This is the passenger door, and this is the aft end of the passenger door, again, where this bracket has a lot of issues. So that's all you got to do to fix it, and it is a permanent fix because it holds the window in the bracket. So another thing too, and I'll just mention this in case you see them, you see these screws in here, they're actually bolted in there. There's another one right here, right there. Some people have done that to try to cinch it tighter. I can tell you that doesn't work either. I've got them in there, but it doesn't work. My little trick right there works best. So good luck with it. That's today's quick fix for 94 to '04 Mustang.